I'm so excited. Let's talk promoting your OnlyFans. So this is a long-awaited video that I get so many questions about. How do you promote an OnlyFans account? Where's the best place to promote? How should I be promoting? Where do these girls promote that gain followers? Today we're gonna talk about it. As you can tell by the title, today's video is going to be all about how and where to promote your OnlyFans in 2023. A lot has changed since my first OnlyFans video in terms of where to promote. A lot of social media platforms are not the friendliest to OnlyFans links, but I asked OnlyFans creators on my Instagram their best ways of promoting their accounts, as well as some friends that I have that also do OnlyFans, kind of like asking how they started their channel and what worked best for them, because the biggest answer is that it's going to be different for everyone, which is why I wanted to get as much feedback as I could for this video on different ways that you can promote, since there is such an endless way of going about it. So I've got the results on my phone that we're going to get to in a bit. Comment down below what have been the best places for you to promote if you have an OnlyFans account, and then feel free to use my comment section on OnlyFans videos to promote your OnlyFans as well. Shout it out down below. I'm gonna try to get through everything I have to say in the beginning really quick here, but subscribe to my channel for more OnlyFans videos. I'll link all of them down below in a playlist. Follow me on Instagram so that you can participate in stuff like this for the next video. I talk about OnlyFans in my stories often. I offer shout outs and Zoom consultations. So if you're looking for one-on-one help through a Zoom session, we can schedule one. If you want a shout out on my OnlyFans page, DM me on Instagram. I've got new OnlyFans related merch. If you got it, monetize it. Use code ONLYFANS in all caps for 10% off. That is down below as well. And then if you're thinking about signing up for OnlyFans but don't have an account yet, please use my referral down below. No, the percentage does not come out of your earnings. It comes out of OnlyFans. You will not be losing anything by signing up for my referral. You would just be taking away what the platform keeps and giving it to another creator, so it's a win-win. And then my own OnlyFans page is just my full name, same as it is on YouTube. We did it. Shortest intro ever. So as I mentioned, I went onto my Instagram story. Oh, it's 333. Angel numbers. I went onto my Instagram story and I just asked, if you do OnlyFans, what was the best place for you to promote? And I got a ton of answers. I compiled all of the answers and added up the tallies for how many people voted for different platforms. So we're gonna break it all down, and then I also reached out to some girls that I am close to and asked them if they have any feedback or advice. I guess girls and guys. I tried to include male creators as well. Because I'm not a guy on the platform, it's hard for me to give out advice for other male creators, but I'm trying. Let's get right on into it. Based on my own experience, when I first started my OnlyFans page in 2020, the first thing that I did was promote it on my Instagram and my Snapchat, and this was a big mistake because if you've been around, you know that I lost my Snapchat account immediately after I hit post. They deleted it. A lot of social media platforms are not friendly with OnlyFans links. They just don't like them. Social media platforms can be a bit tricky about it, so do not directly link OnlyFans on your Instagram or on Snapchat. And actually, I would recommend, unless you have a platform built up already, to start a new account just in case it gets deleted. You don't lose your personal Instagram or Snapchat. But I promoted on Instagram first, and then I got a handful of fans through Instagram. YouTube helped a ton, and then I posted on some Reddit threads, and that helped. I think I also made a couple tweets, but it's unclear if I gained any fans directly from Twitter, but I really did just try everything. I even added it to my dating apps at the time because I was single, so I promoted OnlyFans on Bumble, Hinge, Tinder, and it worked for a little bit until it got deleted, so I'd be careful on that as well. But a lot has changed. Social media is shifting. OnlyFans is always changing, and that was 3 years ago at this point. So for 2023, the best places to promote from other successful creators online, I asked, you know, if OnlyFans is like your main source of income, how did you promote? Where did you gain most of your fans? How did you build your audience? And we have 2 places that tied for first place. About 30% of people said that Reddit worked the best. I know another commonly asked question is, I don't understand Reddit, or where do you post on Reddit? So many different threads. You just gotta find the ones that fit your niche or category, the not safe for work. There's a lot of stuff on Reddit, so I'd start navigating it, finding, you know, if you're doing gamer stuff, Thinking like your target audience, where would they spend most of their time online? What would they be looking at? Sports, fantasy leagues, gaming threads. The other thing that tied, it was almost tied, it was off by 1 vote. Coming in very close at second place was Instagram. Again, about 30% of people said Instagram worked the best, specifically Instagram Reels. I do follow a handful of girls on Instagram that are so wickedly brilliant with the suggestive Reels that they will make. Of course, you want to maintain guidelines, but what you're doing is funneling in an audience where if they want to see more, there's a link tree, there's a way to see more on a separate platform, but you're building one platform to hopefully build another platform, if that makes sense. Then coming in at 20% in third place was TikTok. Some people swear by TikTok. They said that TikTok worked the best, but you do have to be really careful to follow community guidelines on TikTok. They're a bit more strict. So I'll get into this a little bit later with some creators that I spoke to directly, but you just want to make sure that your content is more suggestive about what you're doing without flat out saying, go subscribe to my OnlyFans account, or this is my OnlyFans page. People will say exclusive content, private page, separate website. Like, people kind of get the hint, you know, if you suggest it. Coming in fourth place at about 15% of people said Twitter worked really well, but the majority of people that did say Twitter said that it's not like it used to be, or it's changed a lot since Elon Musk took over, or Twitter worked really well, but not lately. Twitter is a lot more friendly when it comes to spicy content, so you're able to post spicier stuff along with your link or @ and not violate guidelines. It's worth giving a try, honestly. I think Twitter has the potential to work really well. And then I got 2 votes for webcamming, specifically Chatterbait. So if you are comfortable webcamming, going live, it's a very different way to promote, but I can see how this would bring in more audience members as well. And then I got 1 vote for Snapchat and 1 vote for dating sites, but like I already said, you wanna be super careful with those platforms because I lost my Snapchat and my dating sites got deleted, / I'm pretty sure my phone number is banned from those dating apps. So knock on wood that I'll never need them. That is everything from my Instagram stories when I asked people just what worked best for them. So I definitely recommend Reddit and Instagram and TikTok to be promoting on. And then I asked a couple of my OnlyFans creator friends, starting with Makayla, who is so sweet, and I've seriously seen her grow from like the ground up. If you look at her Instagram, you can see what she does super well with her reels and her audience and bringing in fans based on her content. But when I asked Makayla, isn't it weird if you know someone with your name saying your own name about someone else? It always sounds so weird coming out of my mouth. But Makayla said, in the beginning, I started on Twitter, but now what has worked best for me is TikTok the most and funneling people there to my Instagram. Almost every creator I know gets banned on there and you have to make new accounts a lot, but it's not really a big deal to me because the return I get for subscribers is worth it. She talks about funneling in people from different platforms, which again is key. So if you're trying to grow Instagram or TikTok or OnlyFans, you want to build cross-platform audiences. I liked the word that she used though, like funneling people, because that's exactly what you're trying to do. And I also liked what she said about how it's not a big deal if her TikTok gets deleted because the fans and money that come from those videos is worth it. So again, determining what is worth it to you and maybe using a separate TikTok account so that you don't lose like your personal one. Makayla also said, finding what works is different for every individual. That has also been my best marketing strategy is trial and error of what works for me. So it's okay to try things if they don't work, you know, like trial and error, it's not bad. Every creator seems to go through it, so don't feel like just because something works well for someone else but it's not working for you that it's like the end of the world, because everything will work differently for each creator. I also asked my friend Alanah Cole, who also makes YouTube videos. I was actually on one of her podcast episodes if you want to check that out, but I asked her kind of what specifically worked best for growing her OnlyFans page. Alanah said that she mostly used Twitter in the beginning. It worked best. Now she's been dabbling in TikTok a bit more. And since I had just spoken to Makayla about how her TikTok videos or accounts get deleted a lot, but it's worth it to her, because the return is worth the page getting deleted. I asked Alanah, do you ever have difficulty on TikTok with not getting banned or deleted, or is it more of a funnel to grow an audience that will carry over to Instagram? And Alanah explained how she doesn't do anything too outwardly OnlyFans related on TikTok, but she just uses audios that are already on the platform and do something that hints at it. This is an example without the audio of one of her like OnlyFans related TikToks without being too outward about it. She says that she tries to stay somewhat PG, but that's another example of funneling an audience or showing kind of what you do without posting explicit content and saying subscribe to my OnlyFans, because that's the trick of these bigger creators that have found success on the platform, is building an audience and funneling people to OnlyFans rather than posting lewds or explicit posts and then getting banned or deleted. I also asked my friend Asher, who I met while filming the Jubilee episode about OnlyFans creators. He and I were both creators that were featured on that episode. And I asked him, you know, the same question, what worked best for growing your OnlyFans page? I even asked him if he's still on it, because that was 2 years ago. And Asher said that he was here and there on the platform. Asher also says, I've always found Twitter to be the best for growing my page, TBH, but since Elon's taken over, it's slowed down a lot. I don't get nearly as much traction as I used to. I have actually been considering switching to FTF lately. Asher also said, not only that, OnlyFans keeps removing photos and videos of myself saying they are other people who haven't sent consent forms. Their customer service is horrendous. I honestly probably wouldn't recommend OnlyFans to anyone and would suggest looking into other sites. I'd love to hear some feedback on this, because I haven't had this problem, but just because I haven't experienced it doesn't mean that it's not happening. And I have heard horror stories about their customer service. I've reached out on multiple occasions for certain issues when I've needed their customer service, and within 24 hours I had gotten answers, but I would usually reach out on like Instagram, Twitter, and like 6 different email addresses, as well as directly on the platform all at the same time, just to increase my chances. But again, that was years ago, and the platform has grown a lot since, so it might be more difficult to get a real person. But again, another example of how Twitter may have been better in the past, but not since Elon has taken over. And then Riley actually reached out from my Instagram story and sent over some really helpful information that I wanted to share. So Riley said, some months OnlyFans is definitely a solid half of my income. The amount of effort that I put into OnlyFans compared to camming is so small that if someone were to do both and put equal effort into OnlyFans, I think it would pop off like crazy. I personally think the everyday person or like non-influencer that doesn't want to promote on personals, camming is absolutely the best way to go to monetize yourself the most. Which I thought was super interesting, because not too many people mentioned webcamming, but the few that did had really awesome things to say about it. It's super interesting to hear how she believes if you put in like as much effort, it could pop off. Again, another unique way to promote that I hadn't considered before, because I don't think webcamming would be for me. I get nervous on live. That's why I'm comfortable with videos, because I can watch them, I can edit them, I can see what I'm posting. Being live is very nerve-wracking, but if you're comfortable with that, it totally seems like a great way to build an audience. Again, be super safe. I recommend a VPN, never give out personal information, protect yourself, stay safe out there. But I hope that helped. I mean, if anything, I hope it inspired you to try some platforms that maybe you haven't considered yet. But it seems like based on all of the creators that helped contribute to this video, that those are the best places to promote in 2023 on OnlyFans. So curious though, if I missed anything or if you have any other websites to suggest, please leave them down below. I would love to hear them. And again, I'm collecting questions for a future OnlyFans Q&A. I haven't done one in years, so I would love to see what you guys want to know in terms of OnlyFans. Leave any questions down below to be included in that Q&A. Check out my merch. Don't forget, if you're thinking about signing up for OnlyFans, please use my referral link, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you real soon with my next video. Bye!